Welcome, guys. Welcome to this episode of the CGs, and today we're gonna tell you all about Granblue Fantasy Versus. Is it worth it or not?
Is it?
Let's find out. Alright, guys, so let's talk about Granblue Fantasy Versus, a brand new fighting game that just came out, and I wanted to have Rez with me to discuss his impression. He just played about an hour the game.
Yeah.
So right away, Rez, tell us about your impression on this game, and then I'll go into more details on why or not people should buy it.
Okay, well, this is obviously my hot take. I haven't played the game a lot. That's it. So, firstly, I'll get the bad out of the way. And I put them in quotes because, look, everything is subjective when it comes to what you enjoy and not. But for me, just the typical sort of JRPG type character designs and all that, I'm not a huge fan of it. To me, it all looks very generic. Ask me to describe one character or another, I think my descriptions will tend to be very similar. Well, it's got like a lot of flowy cloth and a lot of like armor pieces and this and that. So for me, they all look very similar as opposed to a game like even a classic like Street Fighter. Each character is gonna look very distinct, very different one from another. Whereas these guys sort of like tend to converge towards the same type of character design. So that's a negative. But despite all of that and all of that being said, I love what's become the typical Arc System sort of style of graphics and the sort of drawn animated style 3D, which is seamless now. It's so
amazing,
good.
yeah.
It's very good. I love it. And even within that, like you notice some details, like in the art. There's like a little bit of a sketchiness to it. There's feathering, there's cross hatching a little bit, and all that. Very cool. The gameplay I liked a lot too, because I'm not, as you know, I'm not really the rush down combo kind of guy. I don't like to memorize all the different shit and set up and okay, do this or do that. I like to keep things grounded. I like to sort of try to maybe time my stuff a little bit more, even if it is simpler stuff. And this game sort of accommodates that enough for me to really appreciate it. So, if I think earlier we were talking, you said it's a mix of 3 games. It's Street Fighter, it's Guilty Gear, and a little bit of Soul Calibur. So, if I were to, let's say, attribute points to how much of each game this game is, I'd say it's probably about 60% Street Fighter, 35% Guilty Gear, and 5% Soul Calibur, but that's really just because there are weapons present on some characters. So that's it basically. This is sort of my general impression of it, but it is fun enough and it is simple enough, because it's simple in the sense that it's grounded and all that.
Yeah.
It's enough in that vein for me to want to play it again. Like I played an hour, I would play a little bit more. Maybe I guess get to learn. Gran was the character's name.
Gran, yeah, the main guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so get to know the Gran's like sort of neat little tricks and setups.
Does he
and
walk
whatever.
away on the sunset at the end?
Nah, yeah, that's it. The Ryu of the game, as you put it. So I would.
So
I would
you
play
like
a little bit.
you're more positive than negative.
A lot more positive.
Okay,
a lot
good.
more positive than
All right.
negative. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So I get it, man. It's the JRPG kind of style fighting game is not for everybody, right? You either like it, some are they're meh to them, some don't. To me, and again, just so you guys know, this is based on the mobile game or the RPG game. I don't even know where originally the first source of material is, but I know there is a show on Netflix right now. So I watched a few episodes, and it's fairly similar. The art style of Arc System obviously fits really well the show on Netflix. So that is definitely, presentation wise, as you said, amazing. The soundtrack is also very good. You have little details as on the menus. You have very nice stills, pictures of the characters, so that's great. Gameplay, as you said, very similar to, very close to SF, not too complicated. You have each character has maybe 3, 4, 5 moves. They have different stances. What I like about the game is that each of them has a unique ability that you do with the button X, where you could parry, charge, dash, teleport, grab, anything you want, but that is part of the character themselves. So you won't have like cans reuse or that, even though you kind of do, but I mean they feel very unique in that
You gotta
sense.
have your cans and reuse.
You have,
to,
you can't do a fighting game without can and reuse, but to me that was really interesting, really appealing. The rounds are fun and exciting part, and it's something that I really like, and I think people will love it, especially fighting game enthusiastic. They will love that. Just 2 words on the RPG mode, the single mode. It's fun. It's okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of. You don't have to do adventure mode, even though it's based on an RPG. You could buy skins for your weapon that you could change later on when you play in versus mode or anything like that. But to me, it's just a plus. But I'm not going to put too much focus on that. But definitely, you have a great package presentation-wise. Now, value-wise, I would say I got the collector edition here at it was 100 Canadian, right? So it gives you the regular game is $80. So for $20 more. You get an art book, which is actually pretty nice, even though it's a bit small. You have a lot of
very nice, high quality
paper. You have a soundtrack with the selections of the main themes of the game and a code with extra colors, right? So all in all, for $20 you get that stuff, and then you have the season pass, which is 40 Canadian, so about 30 US or 30 euros, where you could unlock right away.
Yeah, what do you get for $40?
Nowadays, not too much. Not much, man. You get to unlock in advance. You don't have to finish the story mode, the boss at reduced price of $4. Or you could also buy, and this is what is bothering me a bit. You get,
wait! You got to get $40 to then pay $4.
No. I mean, you could if you don't want to pay the $40, you could pay the $4 if you want. If you want, but you don't have to. You could just play the game and then unlock the boss, right? Okay. But there is on day one a DLC character right away, so it's like, yeah, so the character was ready, right? So they just wanted to, and it's a cool character too. Actually, Carmina, she has different stances, very Koff-like kind of character. So I took the season pass. I mean, it's unfortunate. I know it's a new business model now for fighting games. They're counting on that to work more on the game and stuff like that. But it's just that we don't have that many characters. We have maybe about 12 or 13 characters if you count the boss.
Not to work more on the game. They already did the work on that character.
No, exactly, right? So, I mean, it's... and again, $80, maybe if you really want a new fighting game, we love fighting games, so that's why I got it. But if you're not sure and, you're waiting maybe for a price drop, maybe $10, $20 less, definitely. At $50, I think that's a sweet spot. Good package if you have friends to play with. But yeah, otherwise, great game, good action, go back to basics, very flashy, very nice visually, and if you're a fan of the franchise, obviously that's a big plus, right?
Yeah.
So Rez, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.
Ciao, everybody.